Welcome to the Boondocks Homestead. If this is your first time here, I am so glad you stopped by. Today, we're going to plant some garlic, y'all. Now, I know a lot of people are like, oh, garlic, I don't eat garlic because bad breath or whatever. Listen to me. Garlic is your friend. Garlic is your friend for many, many, many purposes, okay? Medicinal being one of them. I use a lot of garlic. If you've watched our previous videos, I do honey and garlic. I have been sick since Thursday of last week. It'll be a week tomorrow with this sinus infection, head cold junk, okay? And I think about Sunday, I decided, oh, well, why am I not taking honey and garlic? So I've been taking that. I probably started it too late, but better late than never, right? And so I'm taking it. I'm taking it now. I just ate some a while ago. Does it taste great? No. And I have to eat it with food. But it's going to build up my immunity and it's going to help me fight whatever this stuff is going on inside of me, okay? I'm not a doctor, okay? Let's get this over with right now. I'm not a doctor, not a nurse, not a medical advisor. It helps me, okay? It helps me, and that's all I got to say about that. But if you go back and watch some of our videos, I'll show you how I put that honey and garlic together. And that is what I use garlic for mostly. That and in my cooking, okay? In my sourdough breads, in all of my Italian dishes. And it's just, garlic is good for you all, okay? It's proven fact. Just do your research on it. Go look it up and you'll be wanting to plant some garlic. So today I'm going to plant it in our hoop house. I usually always plant it outside in containers, and I'm going to try it in here this time and see what happens, okay? I think that I'll probably get bigger bulbs, or this is my hope anyway. So I'll get bigger bulbs, taller plants, bigger, healthier plants. Now, I went over to the rabbit pens a while ago, and I got me a 5-gallon bucket of rabbit poop. Yeah, manure, rabbit poop. And I put it in my beds. Now, we do have pretty good dirt in our beds. But rabbit manure will not burn anything up or cause any havoc anyway. So I wanted to go ahead and put that in there for the winter. And so I just kind of tossed it around in there, you know, in the dirt and stuff. So you have two types of garlic, okay? You have a soft neck garlic and you have a hard neck garlic. And one's not better than the other. It just kind of depends on what you want it for, okay? So your hard neck garlic is for our donkeys. He hears us, or she hears us. She's wanting me to go over there. Anyway, so if you hear something weird, strange in the background, you know it's Coco, our donkey. Anyway, so hard neck is what I'm planting today. And it will give you the bigger bulbs. It'll give you the bolder taste. And all in all, it's just better, I think, better for my climate and my situation. Now, soft neck, it preserves better, okay? And I'm sure there's other things about that maybe. I haven't really researched it because I usually just mess with hard neck garlic, okay? And also, I had to buy it in the store this time because I grew it last year. I bought it in the store. I buy it organic, and I bought it in the store. And all the garlic that I harvested this year, after Tessa, our Great Pyrenees, got into my bed and dug up and dug a place for her to lay, I still harvested a whole can of garlic out of it. But, like, it's gone. Like, I've used it since I've harvested it. So I had to buy more. So I just bought the same stuff I bought last year. And here we go. We're going to do it again. But it gives you a lot more garlic than what you buy. So, and I like growing my own. So I picked out one part of the hoop house, one bed, like a half of a bed. I may have to move down here behind the cabbage. Let me get you down here where you can see. So we have a few cabbage plants here, and we have some back at the back of the hoop house too. But back there, which I've got to turn that rabbit poo over in there. But I may have to go back behind there too if I have too many bulbs. So we're going to, the rolls need to be about 12 inches apart, okay, from each bulb, and they go 2 inches deep, and they go 2 to 4 inches apart. Okay, so that's how I'm going to plant all these bulbs. Let me show you. I've got quite a few bulbs. I've got quite a few bulbs. I'm going to try to plant all those, y'all. I am, because I want to see so bad. You know, what will I be out? I'll be out a harvest of garlic if it fails, and I'll have to buy it at the store, or I will, you know, I'll be out my time, of course, and my $8, you know, what I've got in it. So we're going to do it. We're going to try it. So I made me this little thing. It's a little stick, actually, that I broke into. I marked it on a 2-inch thing because I want to get these 2 inches down, okay? And then that's how deep I'm going to put them. Now, after I plant them, I'm going to, I don't know. I need to talk to Tim, but I might gather up some leaves and just put over the top. They're not going to get frost on them in here, out here, or in here, inside here. But just for the cold winter, because we don't heat the hoop house yet. We haven't. Okay, so maybe when Tim retires, he'll get our thing going that he made beside the hoop house. It's our compost pile, and he's got it tunneled underneath from the compost pile to underneath the hoop house. If you've been with us for any length of time, you know this. And we never could keep up the compost pile because neither one of us was home enough to do that. And just didn't, we had so much going on, not necessarily not home enough, just has so much other stuff we had to get done. Okay. But with him not working here shortly, yay, then he's going to be able to help keep up all this stuff. Okay. Cause I was trying to do a lot of stuff on my own, and I can't do it. I can't do it all. I just can't do it all. So he's going to be home now, and he'll be able to help. And he also said he's going to do some videos, y'all, of things that he does, you know, that I can't get to video and stuff. So be looking forward to that one. Anyways, I'm going to start planting these. Also, I don't think I told you, when you plant these, you're going to put this side down, and your little thing that sticks up, first of all, when you have the big, that have all the cloves in it, the big bunch with all the cloves in it, you're going to tear them apart. But do not take this, well, that's a bunch of different ones. Do not take this skin off, okay? Leave that skin on there. Don't take it off. And you're going to plant it just like that. And you're going to, that little sticky part right there is going to go up in the air. Or it's not going to be, it's going to be under the dirt, but it's going to go up. And this part is going to go down, okay? I probably should have put on some different shoes, but I didn't. So we're just going to go with it. So I'm going to put them as far over here as I can. And no, I don't have gloves on. You're going to go about 4 to 6 inches. Let's just see how far that is. I'm not good at this. I don't measure all the time. So I brought me so about right here. And I don't have gloves on, but that's okay. Because when you live in the country and you're homesteading, you don't put gloves on every time you do something, even if it has to do with poop. Now I'm just going to go down through here. I won't measure every one. I've got an idea, you know, of where it needs to be. And we'll just put it down in there. I'm not going to cover them up until I get them all planted. I probably should have went further up. I'm not going to. I'll go on this side of these little things. All right, guys, let me get this done. I'll show you a little bit of the progress as we go. And I'll be right back with you. All right, I got it all planted. I ended up planting approximately 75 bulbs. And I did go behind the cabbage. I did 3, 4, 5 rows. There's about 15, I guess, in a row maybe. So I figured around 75. I didn't use all of them that was in the bowl, but I used the majority of them. We'll use the rest of them for cooking and whatever. I've got plenty of honey and garlic going, I think, unless someone else gets under the weather. So then, after I did all that, I watered real good, which you'll see in the video. You want to water it real good because you want to establish those roots on the end of that garlic, okay? They've got to be established, preferably before winter hits, okay? And then they've got to have that winter span to grow the bulbs. So you want the roots established. So that's why we're watering them. And they're probably going to grow up through the ground and get green and everything, and then they're probably going to die off and then come back in the spring. That's usually what they do outside. And I try not to let them do that, but you can't help it all the time because we have pretty mild winters. Now this winter, we're supposed to have a pretty serious, supposedly, pretty serious winter. We'll see. We'll see. But anyways, I got all that done and got it watered, and now it's just a waiting game, you know, and it's a teach you patience lesson because you're not going to get the benefits of this until the latter part of spring, maybe first of summer, probably in this, maybe before spring in this hoop house. I don't know. I've never done them in the hoop house, so I don't know. We'll find out. I went ahead and planted I planted lettuce, and I also planted beets and turnips over here on this side. And we're going to see what they do in here this year. It may be a fail the whole way around. But you know what? I have so much enjoyment trying to grow stuff. And a lot of times things grow in here and out there and everywhere. You know, I love to grow stuff. I love it. And we grew some of the biggest, and the most jalapenos that we've ever had in our life. We grew right here in this hoop house. And I've still got jars of canned jalapenos that I canned them. I didn't know, you know, what do you do with all those? You can them because Tim eats a lot of them. And then we had some of the biggest, prettiest tomatoes in here. And I'm talking these tomatoes and peppers went way up over the arch of this hoop house. Like they were tall and big and full and crazy. It's just crazy what you can grow in one of these. Do you have to have one of these? No, you don't. You can grow stuff outside. That's what we've always done until we decided we wanted one of these. And I'm so thankful for it. I'm so thankful for Tim building this because I've gotten so much enjoyment. We both have out of it. But like I said, you can grow lettuce right underneath a little plastic tote from Walmart and give it that greenhouse effect. Now, before we got this, we had our cold frame. We still have our cold frame outside. Let me take you over there and show you. Here's the strawberry bed he built. We've got to fill it up yet with dirt. This is what I built several years ago. I did this. He's taken some of the bricks out of it to use, but that's what I did have. But those, and it's pretty, okay? It's pretty, but they get so dried out in there. You have to keep them watered constantly, and it was too much for me with everything else going on. So he built me a big, deep one, and it shouldn't dry out as much. But here's our cold frame. Now, he built this. Let me open it. No telling what's in here. Weeds, for one thing. I really need to clean it out. But this is what I normally would put my stuff in, like lettuce and spinach and garlic. I was going to put my garlic out here in this. This would have done the same thing. You see what I'm saying? The sun beats down through there. See, with that closed, it's over 120 degrees in there. Do you see that? It's over 120 degrees, and that's why them weeds are baked Those weeds are straw. But in the wintertime, when it's really cold out here, and you put that lid down on your stuff, oh yeah. Oh yeah, it works. It works good. It works really good. And I was telling you guys about my containers. Look. And I just, Tim got these and cut them in half. They're just big barrels, and he cut them in half. That was a water trough, and it had a hole in it, so we couldn't use it for water anymore. So I made a bed out of that, and that's what Tess got in when I had my garlic in. That's what Tessa got in. Oh, it's growing onions. Look. There's some over here, too. I've seen some. Yeah, right there. I'm just going to let them grow. I'm going to take that one inside, though. That other one ain't too good. We ain't going to waste him. We'll take him. Anyways, I guess I had onion in there. I thought that that's what she was in, though, when I did the garlic. I don't know. And then this was a water trough. We even had goldfish in there, keeping the algae eat out of it at one point. And it got a hole, so it became a flower bed, or a container. I got my moringa trees in there right now. I just harvested all them. And then I look at all these containers. There's my comfrey. It died off, but it's coming back. This is my horseradish. So that's the cold frame. And y'all, that's easy to build. That is very easy to build. What are you doing, girls? No, you can't have these onions. What are you doing, Coco? Get down off the fence, girls. Down. Get down. Down off the fence. Down off the fence. Hi, Coco. You got flies in your eye, sissy. No, I don't have nothing for you. You can't have these onions. Get down off the fence. We've been feeding them out of the garden all summer and fall when we take something down, except for the okra. They can't have okra. There's certain things they can't have, but so they think when I'm back here, they think they're getting a treat. But I don't have nothing for them right now. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get off here, y'all. And it's been good talking to y'all again. Like I said, I've been sick, and I think I'm on the road to recovery, I hope. But anyways, I've worked today. I feel like I have now. I feel like I've worked today. Plus, I rode my bike this morning. Went 5 miles on my bike. Ooh. Anyway, it's been a good day. Why? Because the Lord made it, y'all. Because the Lord made it. I love y'all, and Lord willing, I'll catch you on the next video.